do you spend a lot of time in front of a computer? Do you feel constantly stressed? Do you feel tension up through the neck and the shoulders? This practice that we're going to do today is going to help with that, hopefully. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some different exercises that not only will help release the tension in the neck and shoulders, but also create a little bit more strength. So sometimes, a lot of times when we're in front of a computer, right, we're in front of our phone, right, we're hunched forward, our neck is forward, our shoulders are rounded, and our body kind of gets stuck in this position. And when we're in this position, it sends signals to our brain, it sends signals to the rest of our body that we're not safe, right? Because we're rolled in where something's wrong, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to create a little bit of strengthening, a little bit of work in the upper body, in our back, in our chest, to not only help shift our posture, but also to help relieve some of that stress, some of that negative cycles that we continue to put into our bodies. So what we're going to start first, before anything, is we're just going to take a little moment to observe what is going on for us. And then we'll dive in. So first off, we're just going to take our gaze to one direction, and then we'll take it to the other direction. And just notice, is one side, does it feel a little bit stiffer, tighter, or looser than the other? And just take a moment there to observe that. Maybe doing it one more time. Maybe noticing if one side you can twist a little bit more or less. And then we're going to come back to center. And we'll make some shoulder circles. So we're going to roll our shoulders back. Really try to bring the ears nice, the ears up. The shoulders nice and tall up into the ears, around the back and then the front. And then we'll shift to the other direction. And then we'll do that a couple more times. And then we're going to roll back. So as I mentioned, a lot of times we're in this sort of hunched forward position. So let's roll those shoulders back, sort of reminding ourselves to stay nice and lifted here. And so what we're going to do here is we're just going to take our gaze down, take the chin towards the chest, and then we're going to take our gaze up towards the ceiling. We're lifting our chin up towards the ceiling here. We're not crunching the back of the neck, so we're going to try to keep still a nice amount of space in the back of the neck as we lift the chin, and then we're going to lower the chin. Now, if you notice that as you're lifting the chin, if there feels like there's a lot of tension in the throat, in the chest, as you do that, hum it out. So as you lift it up, hum the breath down. Maybe inhaling to take the chin down, then exhaling to hum the chin up. Just do that one more time. And then just pause to observe. Notice, did that hum help? If you notice any tension, even if you weren't noticing tension and you brought the hum in, do you notice any differences? And then from here, we're going to kind of create a double chin. So we're going to pull our neck back here, and then we're going to push our chin forward. And we're going to do that a few more times. So some of also what we're doing is we're kind of reminding our muscles of where they're most comfortable being, or where like they're kind of more central, right? So we're kind of tensing and then we're releasing, we're tensing and releasing. This progressive muscle relaxation, continue that chin work, and this progressive muscle relaxation techniques, right, are really good for reminding the muscles, because so often when we're tense, when we're stressed, right, we're really holding those muscles really, really tightly, and they forget that they can relax. So some of what we're doing here is we're reminding our muscles of where that relaxation point really is. All right, and then we're going to come back to the center and just observe. Now we're going to do some isometric presses. So we'll bring our hand to the side of the head. And what you're doing here is you're watching, keep your head nice and central, right? We don't want to push over to the side. We don't want to have our neck out here. We want it to be as central as possible. And sometimes if it's helpful, if you're like, I don't know what that feels like, maybe come against a wall, or if you have a tall back of a chair, that you can really be nice and straight in the spine and in the head so you feel that central position. Then bring your hand in. We're gently going to press our hand into our head and our head into our hand, keeping the elbow pointing out to the side here. Now, we're keeping this at about 2 out of 5. So don't do this too much here. We're just working on creating, once again, building up that muscle, but then also training the muscles that they can tense, but then they can also relax. So we're going to hold this for another breath or so. So when you first start this out, once again, you're keeping this at about a 2 out of 5 of pressure. We're just going to hold it for a few seconds, and then we're going to release. And just observe. Maybe you notice any differences on the two sides, and then we're going to come into the other side. So once again, just gently pressing, once again, about 2 out of 5 here. And then the more you do this, maybe you build up the amount of time, maybe you come back and you do more repetitions of certain things. And then we're going to release. And then once again, observing. And then we'll take our index and middle finger, we're going to bring it onto our chin, once again, observing that our head is nicely aligned here. Gently going to press our fingers into the chin, and we're going to press the chin into the fingers. Once again, about 2 out of 5 here. We're just gently twisting towards our shoulder. And then we're going to come back into center, and we're just holding those fingers once again into the face. The face presses into the fingers, creating that gentle counter pressure there. And then we'll observe on the two sides, and then we'll come to the other side. So once again, don't over press this, right? We're just working here to create that counter pressure. Sort of like we're moving through molasses. If you can sort of observe, imagine what that might be. And then just check in, notice. Maybe you take your head side to side here without anything, and you just kind of do that benchmark check again. Notice how the neck feels. Is it any different on one side than the other? And then hands are going to come behind the head. We're gently going to press our hands into the head into the hands. Once again, watching your alignment here. Is your neck nice and straight? Observing your shoulders. Are your shoulders really lifted up? Can you sort of melt them down? And about 2 out of 5 pressure. We're going to press hands into head into hands. Elbows pointed out to the sides. And then we'll release. Take a moment there to relax the arms, observe. And then maybe we're just going to gently press the chin, sort of tuck the chin in. Hands come once again to the back of the head. We're gently pressing the head down, or pushing the head back up into the hands. And then releasing, observing. Maybe once again checking in, just noticing. All right, so from here, we're going to bring our fists under the chin. Once again, aligning everything, make sure that shoulders aren't lifted, shoulders aren't rolling forward. Keep them nice and relaxed back. We're gently going to press the chin into the fist and the fist into the hands. So you can just do a few of these. You don't have to do all of these, but I'm just wanting to give you a variety of different exercises that you can do to help with releasing that tension in the shoulders and the neck. Help with releasing that holding of the stress and just observing. All right, so from here, we're going to open our arms out into cactus, really pulling the shoulder blades back together, palms nice and open out, fingers extended here. Nice big inhale in, and then exhale, we're going to bring our forearms together, as close together as they can come. We're going to roll those elbows in, and we're going to round in our spine. And then we're going to come up. So getting that movement here in those shoulders, also in the spine. I'll do that a couple And then release. Take a moment to observe. And then we're just going to take a gentle twist here. So if you're sat in a chair, maybe bringing your right hand behind you on the back of the chair, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and we're just gently going to twist towards the right here. Come back to center, left hand comes behind, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and twist. Work to keep the spine nice and straight here. And if you want to do that one more time on either side, please do. And then come back to center. Just take a moment here to observe. Now, this next little thing that we're going to do, take it or leave it, okay? We're going to find another twist. This time, we're going to twist our chin towards our left shoulder. So we're twisting away, the neck away from the rest of the spinal twist. We're going to lower that left shoulder down. Maybe we stay here, or maybe we gently lift and lower the chin. Now, this can be a lot. Once again, maybe bringing in the humming, if that helps to release anything, or just coming out of it if it feels like it's too much. So this pose, not only is it good for releasing in here in your traps, up the neck, right, down into the shoulder, it's also good for lymphatic drainage. All right, coming back to center, lifting the head up, twisting back, chin over the right shoulder, and then coming back to center. And just observing, noticing any differences on the two sides. And then when you're ready, turning to the opposite side. And we'll gently then twist the chin towards our right shoulder. Maybe just pausing here. Maybe that feels like enough. Maybe we lower that right ear down. Once again, if you're feeling a lot of tension building up, use that hum to release the tension. The hum is great. We're going to take the chin up and down if it feels good. Humming is great for stimulating the vagus nerve. And when the vagus nerve is stimulated, it helps tune on that rest, digest, parasympathetic nervous system. It also helps the vibrations move through the body and just release tension as well. All right. Doing this a couple more times. And you might notice that on one side you want to stay a little longer than the other. That's fine. So just listening to your body. We're going to come back up, lifting head back to neutral, twisting into the left side, and then come back to center. Once again, just observing. Maybe taking some shoulder circles. That feels good one way and then the other way. Always remembering to finish the shoulder circles towards the back, and then one last time we're going to twist the neck from one side to the other side. Notice, are there any changes in that twist? Maybe noticing if there's any changes in the posture, maybe in your breath, maybe in the way that your brain is working, maybe, your thoughts are feeling a little bit different, whatever might be coming up for you. Just observing it, allowing it, and yeah, continue working with this. See how, maybe the changes happen in the progressive manner over time. So come back to this video, practice on a daily basis, every couple of times a week, and just see what happens over a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks minimum, right? Just kind of practicing this and seeing how it works for you. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that this video was helpful. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, I would love for you to come join me in my membership, Thrive. Come on to my website, www.tytonyyoga, that's Tytoni yoga.com, and join us in the membership. It's all about helping you meet yourself where you're at, really looking at different tools and techniques that you can use to support you on a day-to-day basis, releasing stress, releasing tension, maybe overwhelm that we're holding, right? These different things that we hold in our body through gentle movement, mindfulness, breath work, and meditation practices. So thank you so much for joining, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that it's helpful for you. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.